Okay, hi guys. Okay, this is Chin here, by the way. Okay, and welcome to another episode of Physics Past Year Paper. Okay, so today we are doing October-November 2020. Okay, paper 21 and Physics 0625. Okay, next perhaps we'll be doing February-March 2021. Okay, without further ado, let's go. Okay, let's look at question 1. Okay, Q1. For which of the following measurements would a micrometer screw gauge? Okay, micrometer screw gauge is basically a device used to measure a very small precision. Example, it can measure up to 1 mm, bruh. Okay, up to 0.01 mm. Okay, so would be most suitable. Length of this page, bruh, length of this page is about how many cm, like cm, right? Example, 10 cm, 20 cm. Okay, I would say it's not suitable. You can use a ruler instead. No. Length of a pencil, the same thing, bruh. Okay, 10 cm, 20 cm, you can use a ruler instead as well. Diameter of a wire, that sounds reasonable, right? Because wire is about how many mm. I think this is okay. Diameter, bruh. Okay, guys, by the way, atom is so small. Okay, atom you can't even see it with your naked eye. You need to put it under electron microscope. So this is it's way too small, baby. Okay, so my answer is C, yeah. Okay, next, the speed time graph represent a journey. Okay, for speed time graph, what do you need to know? So for speed time graph, two things that you need to know. First, the gradient, it's always telling you your acceleration. Okay, remember, yeah, gradient is equals to your acceleration. Next, your area under the graph, it's equals to the total distance traveled. Okay, total distance traveled. Okay, so with that said, let's look at it. How does the graph show that the distance traveled in section X is greater than the distance traveled in section Y, as what I mentioned? Okay, they say distance traveled is basically your area, right? You just need to say that your area of X is so much bigger than area of Y. Okay, so it's greater than area, the first option, baby. Ding! The rest, I don't care, man. Okay, next, 3, let's move on. Okay, a car is moving at velocity 2 meters per second. Velocity 2 meters per second. Woo! Okay. Okay, and it accelerates at a constant of 0.2 meters per second squared. Okay, for 2.5 minutes. Okay, find the final velocity. You know that acceleration is equals to V minus U over T, am I right? Okay, and they ask you, this is your initial velocity. Sorry. And this is your acceleration, and this is your time. Okay, please convert this into second, yeah? So 2.5 multiplied by 60. Give me a second, let me take my calculator. So 2.5 multiplied by 60, and we are getting 150 seconds. Sorry, my brain is not working well today. Okay, so from here, you know the velocity is 2. Okay, acceleration is 0.2, and time is 2.5. Okay, so after I convert it, you will get 150 seconds. Okay, so A is equals to V minus U over T. So can I say that 0.2 is equals to V minus 2 over 150 seconds? So 0.2 multiplied by 150, you get 30 is equals to V minus 2. V is equals to 30 plus 2, and I'm getting 32. Done. Whee! Okay, next, which quantity is a weight an example of? Remember, yeah, weight is a type of force. Okay, as what I mentioned, weight is a type of force. Why is it so? Because weight is equals to mass multiplied by gravity, right? Okay, mass multiplied by gravity having a unit of kg meter per second squared. Okay, this is also equals to Newton, yeah? So the answer is a force, baby. Okay, so nothing difficult, right? So far, so good. Number 5. Okay, a sphere P made of steel has a weight of 10 Newton on Earth. 10 Newton on Earth, okay. Another sphere Q made of steel, 10 Newton on Mars. Okay, 10 Newton on Mars. Okay, the gravitational field strength of Earth is stronger. They say, right, gravitational field strength of Earth is stronger than Mars. Okay, by the way, I think you guys heard of Elon Musk. We are going to the Mars maybe in 10, 50, perhaps 50 to 100 years. Mars colonization might be a thing. Wow, in the future, man. Right now, we are all talking about space exploration. It's a great field. Okay, so right now, they already told you that your gravity of Earth is so much bigger than gravity of Mars. Am I right? Okay, however, you know that weight is equals to mass multiplied by gravity. Okay, so in order for you to, can I say that if weight is constant. Can you see that weight is constant? So W over M is equals to gravity. So I can say that gravity is inversely proportional to mass. Okay, since gravity on Earth is greater than gravity of Mars, okay, so the mass on Earth must be smaller than mass of Mars. Okay, reason due to here, yeah. Okay, due to the relation here, because weight is the same, right? Do you see that 10, 10, they are the same. Okay, so G is inversely proportional to mass. So it's the same, but I just mentioned that it is less than. Okay, mass on P is lesser than Q. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. So answer is B. D. Okay, so CD, I don't even care. Okay, next. A metal ball is attached to a cork and lowered into the measuring cylinder, pulling the cork into the water as shown. Okay, the mass of the cork is 4.8. What is the density of the cork? Okay, so you know that density formula is equals to mass over volume, right? Mass is given, yo. Okay, what about the volume? Can you see that the volume, they are asking about the cork. Okay, so they are asking about the cork. So you need to, this is your cork, huh? So 80 minus 56, that's your volume of cork, right? 80 minus 56, I'm getting 24. So your answer is 4.6 divided by 24. 4.8 divided by 24, 0.2. So far so good, no question. Okay, number 7. A uniform plank rests on a pivot at its center. Two children, P and Q, sit on the plank in the position shown. The mass of P is 25 kg. Okay, so mass is 25. However, you know, okay, this is your weight, right? So W is equals to mg, which is 25 multiplied by 10. It's about 250 Newton here. Okay, and what is the mass of Q? So look at this part, yeah. Your clockwise moment must be equals to your anti-clockwise moment. Okay, so I'm not so sure about the weight of Q. I just take it as WQ. Okay, so I know W multiplied by 1.5 is equals to 250 multiplied by 1.2. So W equals to 250 multiplied by 1.2 divided by 1.5. And I'm getting 200 here. Okay, so 200, you know that W is equals to mg, m is equals to weight divided by gravity. So 200 divided by 10, ching chong, 20 kg. Done. Okay, so far so good. Okay, next. Shown a force acting on an object. Okay, what is the value of resultant force acting on the object? Okay, the resultant force will be, okay, 8. Do you see that at first, this and your right hand side and left hand side, you can cancel it out. Okay, so eventually this will be 8 Newton going here. So you look at this part, I can resolve it with a triangle. Okay, so this is 6 Newton and this is 8 Newton. Okay, so sorry. This is not how I should draw it. Okay, at first I have 6 Newton going top. Am I right? Okay, then I have 8 Newton going. So I know that my resultant force is acting in this direction. Okay, and this is a right angle. So my FR is equals to square root of 8 square plus 6 square, right? And I'm getting 10. Done. Okay, so far so good. Okay, after that, let's move on to question number 9. I see. Okay, an object with a mass of 0.2 moving at 2 meters per second. As shown. Okay, which other object has momentum? Okay, by the way, you know that momentum is equals to mass multiplied by velocity, which is 0.2 multiplied by 0.2, and the answer is 0.04, right? Okay, so I know that it's 0.04 meter per second. And remember, yeah, momentum, it's a vector quantity. What do you mean by vector quantity? Vector quantity, direction matters. So you need to look at its direction. Okay, example, going up, cannot lah, different direction, cannot lah, different direction. Almost, but it's going to the left, wrong. Okay, the only possible answer is C, and let's calculate it. 0.4 multiplied 0.1 is 0.04. Done. Okay, cool. Okay, next. A stone is dropped from a rest of a height 2 meters above the surface of a planet. The planet has no atmosphere. Okay. The planet has no atmosphere. The speed of the stone just before reaching is 3.8. Just before reaching is 3.8, yeah? Okay, what is the acceleration of the free fall of the planet? So, since there is no atmosphere, right, you can assume that there is no air resistance, yeah? Okay, when there is no air resistance, okay, eventually, what is the acceleration? You know that the stone is dropped 2 meters from the surface. So this is 2 meters, you are dropping your stone here. Okay, before reaching so your final velocity is 3.8. Initial velocity is 0. Okay, and what is the acceleration of the free fall on the planet? So for this question, just before reaching, what is the... Okay, so, oh my god, this you need to use your linear... Okay, for this question, right, you need to use your linear kinematics formula. Okay, so using v squared equals to u squared plus 2as, I know that u is equals to 0. Final velocity is 3.8 squared equals to 0 plus 2 multiplied by acceleration multiplied by 2. So 3.8 squared, I'm getting 14.44. It's equals to 4a. Acceleration is 14.44 divided by 4. I'm getting 3.61. Okay, and my answer is C. Okay, so far so good. Okay, I'm gonna do about how many questions? About 13 questions in one video. Okay, so which we will split it into 3 different videos. Okay, and electric motors use 1,000 joule of electrical energy. It provides 450 joule of useful energy output. Okay, so you still remember, right, your efficiency, it's basically, okay, your energy out over energy in multiplied by 100%. So 450 divided by 1,000 multiplied by 100%. That will give us a value of 45%, isn't it? 45%. B, done. Okay, to calculate the power produced by a force, the size of the force must be known. Okay, you know that force, power is equals to work done over time. Okay, work done is force multiplied by distance over time. So I do need my distance, I do need my time. Distance, yes. Time, yes. The answer is A. Okay, cool. Okay, next, 13. Okay, a barometer reads 780 millimeter mmHg. Okay, mercury has a density of okay, and what is the pressure in atmosphere? Okay, so pressure is equals to mmHg, and what is the pressure of the atmospheric in Newton per meter square? Okay, so what you need to do, you know that pressure is equals to rho GH, right? Okay, density is 1.36 multiplied 10 to the power of 4. Okay, and what about the depth? Okay, sorry, gravity is 10. The height, right, which is the depth, is 780 mm. You convert into meter, divide by 1,000, which is 0.78, right? So multiply by 0.78, and that will leave you an answer of 106,080. 1.06 times 10 to the power of 5 Newton per meter square, which is so close to B. Okay, with that said, okay, that will be all for the first part. Okay, we will be releasing 2 more videos in perhaps the next 2 days, and we will be finishing the whole paper in 3 videos. Okay, so see you guys. Remember to like and subscribe. Okay, so if you have any doubts, feel free to comment below. Okay, bye.